Hi, it's Roberta Heel. Here I am in my office. Don't look at it's too messy. Listen. Oop, there. Guess what? It's Nurse Practitioner Week. It's NP Week. People don't understand the value of NPs. Let me just point this out. For the last decade or more, we can pretty well do everything. And there are very few exceptions. So that means that if you are seeing a nurse practitioner in any community, that might be the only provider that you need to see because they are able to do all your care. But here's the problem. Nurse practitioners have the ability to do all the care, but we have a bunch of restrictions. And one of them is that we aren't paid directly from the government. What happens is the government or the organization, say a hospital, decides we're going to get a nurse practitioner position. And then sometimes that means that then clinics decide what the nurse practitioner will do. And often it does not mean that we will take new patients on. So even though we know in our communities there are thousands of people without access to primary health care, they don't have a nurse practitioner, they don't have a family doctor, we can't take them on. Now, some NPs became frustrated with this. And in the last few years, they've opened their own clinics. That means people have to pay. But we know that there's a solution, and we're not asking for the moon. We would like to have direct funding from the government. That way, we could set up our own clinics, we could see the patients that need to be seen, and we wouldn't have to do just the work that the organizations are getting us to do. There's a lot going on. A letter from the federal government about the Canada Health Act. Canada Health Act currently only pays physicians for primary healthcare work. Hey, that's okay. We need that. But the letter has asked every province to create a way for direct funding from the government to healthcare providers that provide primary healthcare. That includes nurse practitioners. But I would really encourage you to talk to your elected officials. Say, what's going on with this? Let's pretend that this is the Blue Jays. Yay! What if the Blue Jays had decided that even though they had a really great pitcher, for example, they just weren't going to play them as much? There were other things going on that they wanted that pitcher to do. That doesn't make sense, does it? Well, does it make any sense that we have healthcare providers that can do so much in our healthcare system and we're still being restricted? In honor of Nurse Practitioner Week, and the fact that I've been an NP for 26 years, I'm going to give you an offer of 26% off any of my products for this week. That's November 10th to November 16th. Click in the link below or in my bio, depending on where you're watching this. And have a wonderful week.